Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and as you can see from the title, this is going to be a demo and first impressions on the new LA Girl Pro Illuminating Foundation. Now, I got 3 of them because I wasn't sure how the shades ran and like what my color would be, so I got it in Warm Caramel, which is this one right here. I got it in Coffee, which is the darkest one, and I also purchased Bronze, which is like the middle shade of all of these. Actually, no, a lie. This is the lightest shade of all of them. Warm Caramel is the middle shade. And Coffee, of course, is the darkest, which I used to contour. I did not use bronze whatsoever in this video, so it was just these 2 foundations that I used in this video to contour and for all over my face. And if you guys want to see my thoughts on this foundation and see how it applies, and let's chat a little bit about it, then keep on watching. Alright, so the first shade that I'm going to try is Warm Caramel because it seems to be the closest to my shade, even though it still looks like not really, but we're gonna see. And I'm going to apply some on the back of my hand, and that's how it looks on my hand. It's a little runny. Not sure how I feel about that. And this is a new brush that I'm using. This is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills line, and oh my god, this is a lot. I don't know how to feel about this, but if it's a disaster, then you guys are watching disaster. I only primed my face. I didn't put like any corrector or concealer or anything on, but it's very light. It does have a scent though. It's kind of almost like, I don't know, it wants to smell a little bit like joy. It wants to smell a little bit like a light chemical or some Play-Doh or something. I don't know. Don't know how to feel about it, but there's definitely a slight smell. Expected better with the shade range out of LA Girl, considering that their pro concealers are amazing for 1, and for 2 it comes in like a whole bunch of shades, and I was able to find my shade perfectly with that. So I don't know why they just didn't, like, you know, use the same color scheme that they did for that with this, but oh, I don't know what these companies be doing sometimes, most of the time, almost all the time, but and I'm looking in my mirror, so yeah, this is kind of awkward right now. I need to bring it closer so I can see like how, if like any streaks or anything with this brush, how it's applying. It is looking a little streaky though, not gonna lie. And this is an Anastasia Pro brush, so I don't know if it's the brush or if it's just this foundation, but I mean, I don't know whose side to take, because Anastasia has great products, LA Girl has great products, but I'm gonna take Anastasia's side with this and say it's the foundation. Okay, now I am definitely seeing the glowiness. Definitely. And on my forehead, where like a lot of sun hits, you can really see how light this shade truly is in comparison to my actual skin tone. Alright, so this is how the foundation looks upon application. Not going to lie, I'm really not feeling it. Like, I felt like that was a horrible application. So I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to try like soften things out right now. Because I am, oh no. Like, I have a better time using my LA Girl Pro Concealer as a foundation. Even though it dries quick as hell, it's like, okay, I can just work in sections and I'll be fine, but it just blends out so well and just looks like silk on your skin. Yeah, I'm not, I can already see that I am not about this life. Alright, so I've softened it up with my beauty blender a bit. It looks like it has a little bit of a cast, like an ashy cast a bit. But I'm going to finish the rest of my face. And I'm going to come back when it's time to contour because I did get a darker shade. This is coffee, so I'm going to contour with this. And yeah, so I'm going to conceal with an LA Girl product to keep it all in the family, and then contour with this, and then we're going to let it set and come back. Alright, so now that I've got my eyeshadow, eyelashes, and some liner on, I'm going to take my coffee shade and I'm going to contour with it. I've already used the brand's concealer in toffee mixed with a little bit of cool tan. I'm not really feeling how the concealer and the foundation works together, but we just gotta make it work. Even this coffee shade doesn't seem to be that dark. It's just giving me, like, you know, a very, very light contour. So now that that is done, I'm going to, you know, powder contour and then set the rest of my face, and then I'm going to come back and let you guys know how I'm feeling or not feeling this foundation so far. Alright, so my face is all done now, and I've given the foundation a little while to set, and it did look like it oxidized a little bit. I do like it a lot better than I did when I first applied it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still getting a little bit of like an ashy cast around here when I look in the mirror, but so far it's okay. It's pretty okay. It did scare me in the beginning. I was just really not feeling it, but you know, we can ride with it for the rest of the day. I do see the glowiness. I do see where it's quite illuminating, because where the light naturally hits me and where I would usually, you know, probably get a little oily, or where I get a little highlighted, you know, those areas are a little bit extra highlighted. So for now, it doesn't look bad because I haven't, you know, started, my oils haven't started producing as yet, and I haven't been sweating or anything. So I'm going to go out for a little while, and when I come back, we're going to see if this can withstand the test. So I will see you guys when I get back in. Alright guys, so let's get into the packaging first of all of this product. Now on the bottle it says you have 0.95 fluid ounces of product, which is really not a lot per se, but it's quite a bit more than some of my foundations that I get from MAC and other places. So I won't be using this too often, so this 0.95 fluid ounce will be just fine. Now the packaging is in this like hard plastic bottle. It actually reminds me a lot of my Makeup Forever foundation, and I think that's probably where they were going with this, like, you know, a little cheaper version. But I really do like the packaging, and of course I absolutely love the fact that it has a pump. I absolutely love the fact that it has a pump, and you don't have to like get messy with it, you can put it on a palette, you can pump it into a palette, you can pump it straight on the brush. You have that option instead of just putting it on the back of your hand and like, you know, possibly getting it all over your clothes and stuff. So I really like that. And the pumps are a lot easier to disinfect around the top instead of like putting the actual bottle or the tube right onto your skin. That can attract germs and stuff. So I do like this packaging. And because it's a hard plastic, it's a lot harder to break. So that's great because I'm clumsy and I drop stuff all the time. So it's good to know that this foundation is safe. Now, the price of this foundation, I purchased this for about $8 or $9.99 on sleekhairstore.com, and for the price, this is a pretty good foundation for $8.99. Now, in competition with some other cheaper foundations, like let's say the Milani, I really feel like the Milani is much better than this. Now, let's get into the claims of this foundation. This foundation claims to be medium to full coverage, and it's smooth, it's long wearing, and it gives you a flawless looking finish. Now, this foundation is always said to really illuminate your skin. Now, let's get into whether these claims are true or not. Now, I can't attest to the long wear because, like I said, I haven't worn it for longer than 3 to 4 hours right now. So it's been holding up pretty nicely for the first 3 to 4 hours. But beyond that, like, I know most of us, we wear a foundation for like 6 to 8 hours or sometimes even longer. So I don't know if it's really a long wearing foundation. But it's definitely smooth. It does give me sort of a flawless looking finish once I complete like my face, but if I don't set it or if I don't give it time to like cook, or you know, if I don't give it time to like sink into my skin, do its thing and cook and stuff, like it's yeah, it's not gonna be all that it's cracked up to be. It's not gonna look as flawless. But looking back at my face now and like looking at myself on the camera, it does look really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I do look quite a bit tan, but the coverage looks very smooth and very silky, and it's like, wow. Medium to full coverage, it's buildable. I would say that. I really wouldn't say it's a medium coverage like on first application, because it didn't really do too much good covering of my marks and other things that are on my face. So I would say it is buildable coverage. It could be medium, it could be full, but I think they should have just said, like, you know, it's light to full, you know, cover a bit of a range, because for some people, if you have like hyperpigmentation and stuff and like acne scarring and different other issues, the coverage is just all right on the first application, but you can definitely layer it on and make it thicker. What's next? The product does have a smell, like I stated in the tutorial. It does indeed have a smell. I'm not a fan of it at all. I'm not really a fan of foundations that if I put it on my face, I can smell it. I really wasn't a fan of that. I don't like the way that it didn't really seem to work well with the HD Pro concealers on my skin. Another thing that I don't like about this, I don't think it will be good for people with dry skin, like with dry patches, or who like, you know, develops like dry skin during the winter time, because right now, I don't know if you guys can see it on my nose, but my nose tends to be dry than my overall face, and sometimes, depending on the type of year it is, like I get small little flakes on my nose, and this foundation like set right on top of that and it made it more pronounced. I really didn't like that. And this foundation actually kind of settles into your lines, and it just, to me, it brings more attention to the texture and imperfections on your face texture wise than other foundations. And that's probably due to the fact that it's an illuminating foundation. You know, it highlights everything on your face, so that's going to be your imperfections as well. But yeah, I didn't really like that. I would have appreciated if it had like a blurring and illuminating effect, but you know, it doesn't. So we have to deal with the task at hand, or like the cons at hand. Now, enough about me bagging on this foundation. It does have some good things about it. There are some things that I really like. Like I said, it does make me look a little bit smoother, like looking back on camera. Like, it looks really good for camera, but it just doesn't translate that same way in person. But it looks really good on camera, and it is very lightweight. Like, I feel like I have absolutely nothing on my face right now. In terms of transferring, let's see. I'm not really seeing much transfer at all, to be honest. Okay, so it seems to be pretty good on, you know, not transferring. I got a little bit as I'm trying to like wipe it on my skin, but I've had a lot worse. So it's pretty good on, you know, transferring. So that's probably attributed to its long wear claims. It's very affordable. Like I said, it's only between $8 to $10.99. So you're not really losing anything if you don't like it. And it's accessible. You can get it online. You can get it in store. You can get it on the LA Girl website. You can get it on other websites. So it's pretty accessible. All in all, the grade that I would give this foundation is about a 6 out of 10. It could definitely use some improvement in how it goes on at first and like how it looks, and the shade range. Definitely, I think that they should adopt the same shade range as their concealers. But you know, for LA Girls, I think this is their first foundation, or just the first foundation from the Pro HD line. You know, there's still room for improvement with this company. It is a great company. They have awesome products and very affordable products. So I'm only looking forward to great things from them. But all in all, this foundation will get a 6 out of 10 from me. It's not going to be picked up a lot, probably if I'm just like running to the grocery store, or like if I don't really want to wear any of my other fancier or more expensive foundations, I'll probably pick this up. But yeah, it's not something that I'm going to be constantly reaching for at all. That's just that on that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.